Hello there, my name is Valerie White Williams, and today I'm talking about how to stay calm when the world is crazy all around you. And I'm also going to be talking about the difference between sympathy and empathy. So, right now, we are living in crazy times, and there's war everywhere, and it's like chaotic, and all these crazy things. We're all feeling the energy right now on the planet because it's really intense and it's hard. Now, what I want to talk to you guys about is that we all care about the world. We care about all the things around us. But what is not helping us is if we are so focused outward on what we see on the news and all the drama and all the things we don't want to see. We care very deeply, but we're not really equipped to feel this energy throughout the world. Because what happens when we see things on the TV or on social media, our heart goes out. But what happens is that we really cannot do anything about it. And so this is the hard times right now, because we're not really meant to heal the world on the back of our shoulders, because we are not responsible for those things. What we need to do, now this is kind of tricky, because you can care about situations that you hear about all over the world, but you can't lose your sense of self and your grounding. And so that's what happens if we're too tuned in to what's going on over the world. Our bodies can't handle it. Our bodies are not able to have all this energy going out because it saps us. It keeps us tense and ungrounded because we can't control something that's millions of miles away across the globe. And even though we care. So when I went to the Psychic Institute, they taught us the difference between what we call sympathy and empathy. Now they sound really similar, but they're very different approaches. So sympathy is like you feel bad for them. See, this is what we have. We have sympathy. But when we're having sympathy, we are jumping into the pit. It's like someone falls into a pit in the ground and they're going, help, 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 help. Sympathy is like, okay, let me jump in the pit too. I'll jump in with you. Well, now we're both in the pit and we can't help because you're too attached to the energy of sympathy. I know, it feels like it's wrong, like you don't care. But sympathy is jumping in the pit together, and then someone else will jump in the pit, and we're all in the pit together. Empathy is caring, but you're not going to jump in the pit. You're going to find a rope and put it across the pit so they can climb out. It doesn't, and this is what we call match. So when people are feeling sad or overwhelmed, we feel like we have to match them. I'm going to feel sad and I'm overwhelmed. It's super easy for people that are empaths because we pick up on feelings and energy. It's almost like you can't even control it. It's hard because people who are empathic, they pick up the vibes. And sometimes you don't even know where they're coming from. It's like, I'm feeling the vibes and I can't stop it. So these are great techniques to try to learn the difference between sympathy and empathy. Because if you're sympathizing with somebody, you're kind of going to be merging with them and you're going to pick up energy that's not yours. And we don't want to pick up energy that's not ours. We want to keep our little bubble ourself, our own energy, no one else. We don't want anyone else to come into our aura. And so this is hard because we care. We care about what's happening across the world. We care what may be happening to our neighbor or our families. But the most important thing we need to do is keep our energy clear. Because if our energy becomes down, And then we end up getting sick or feeling not our best because we have so much energy swirling around our aura, we're not going to have much use to help. But we're all taught to match each other. See, that's the thing. So that's why sympathy is so common. We start matching that vibration and then we can't get out of it. So what we need to do is probably limit a lot of the news, because here's the deal. The whole news concept has only been around since probably the 1920s when the radio happened. And it got even more intense when the TV happened, TV programming. And so when you see those visuals, it comes in at you and your mind doesn't realize that it's not real because we take it on. So if you see all this destruction and things like that, it's going to trigger your body. It is going to trigger your body. So you need to be careful and set boundaries around how much news you watch, because it will make you feel not yourself. It'll make you feel unstable, and you're going to feel like you have the weight of the world on your back. And when we feel that way, we are not in the place to actually help. So this is something about empathy. So we need to, in times like these, spend time alone. We need to clear out our energy, ground, because that's the first thing we get. Our grounding cord should be going down to the center of the earth and anchored there. And then we also have to be centered in our head, not in our brain, trying to figure it out. That's nowhere land. That's just spinning wheels. You need to step back. Take your grounding and your centering in your body and your aura. You step back, and that's going to help you really be helpful. We're not helping when we're caught up in the drama. And again, when you see those news pictures, it triggers our body. It triggers us because we don't know if it's real or not. And it's not real in our reality, but it feels like it's real. So it's not about not caring. We care. We care about humanity. But you don't want to jump into that pit in order to relate to people, because that's a trap. We need to stay out of the pit, care, have empathy, because then that's where you're going to be able to find solutions from a grounded, passionate place where you're not sacrificing your state of mind and your grounded energy. And this is hard, but it's a good practice, because we're only be able to help when we stay on the other side, when we can look over the pit and say, oh, hey, let me get a rope. I'll pull you out. That's what we're here to do. So we need to remain strong, centered, grounded, so we can respond. And that's another thing, is I love the definition of responsibility. We break it down, it's the ability to respond. Because we tend to think of, we have the weight of the world, we have so much responsibility, it's so heavy. That's not what it is. It's ability to respond. And we need to be in a clear place so we can offer help in the way that we are not taking from our own personal energy, but we are assisting others and to pull them up. It's really important. It's only going to get crazier. And so we really need to make it a practice to stay grounded and focused, out of the analyzer, going back to that third eye and looking at things in a different perspective. And then we will have the idea, the epiphany of what we can do to help. All right, so I hope this was helpful for you guys. I would love to hear about it in the comments below, the difference that you've listened to between sympathy and empathy, and how you can help without jeopardizing your own personal peace. That's the challenge. All right, so also I want to let you know of my 2 free passion projects. I have the first one is YouTube Success Strategies, where I'm coaching people on how to be successful on YouTube. And also my passion project, Creative Soul Alignment, for people that are interested in spirituality and creativity. Because here's the deal, we are all here on the planet right now to create a world that works for all of us without creepy overlords screwing everything up for their own agendas. And the way we're going to create this is we're going to visualize that world where we all can come together and we all see the truth without the deception, and we can come together and make this planet a beautiful place. I have that in my mind. I hope you guys do too. All right, take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye.